Can I ask the brothers to come forward, please, a little bit? Come forward, make room for those that are coming in. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Pull forward, come closer, please, come closer. And make room for others. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله. صلى الله عليك يا سيدي ويا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. يا رحمة الله الواسعة ويا باب نجاة الأمة ويا عبرة كل مؤمن ومؤمنة يا مظلوم يا شهيد يا غريب كربلاء. يا ليتنا كنا معكم سادتي فنفوز فوزا عظيما. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. The lights are off in our majlis because the lights were off in Karbala tonight. The light of Karbala has disappeared tonight. Imam Hussein, the men, the youth, they're all lying somewhere scattered in the battlefields. You can't distinguish between the bodies because the bodies are headless. Each mother wants to go and sit next to the body of the one she's lost, but she doesn't know which body to go to. Is it this one or is it the other one? Because none of these bodies have heads. Tonight, as Sayyidah Zainab, only Allah knows how lonely she's feeling. Only Allah knows the sadness that's in the heart of a Sayyidah Zainab. Sayyidah Zainab tonight, in Karbala she's lonely, and in Sham she's also lonely as well. Sayyidah Zainab tonight does not have any visitors. No one's sitting next to the shrine of Sayyidah Zainab offering condolences tonight to her. Her haram is empty of Za'ireen. And in Karbala tonight she's very lonely. The brother that she never separated, that she never left, tonight this brother has departed her and has left. Imam Hussein and Sayyidah Zainab were inseparable. They were inseparable. They were always together. They had a special connection. One day, when they were living in Medina, Imam Hussein alayhi salam came to the house of Sayyidah Zainab to visit her, as he would visit her every day. He came inside her house and he saw her sleeping. But she was sleeping under the sun. The sun was hitting her. Imam Hussein felt bad that his sister was sleeping under the sun. He wanted her to sleep peacefully. So he came and he stood above her to block the sun, to create a shadow for his sister Zainab, so that she could sleep peacefully. When she woke up, she saw that her brother Hossein is blocking the sun so that she could sleep peacefully. She said, I have to return the favor to my brother. When did she return the favor? It was on the day of Ashura when she returned the favor. When she entered the battlefield and she saw her brother lying on his back. There's an arrow in his chest and he's lying under the sun. She came and she stood over his body, blocking the sun from reaching him, allowing her brother to sleep peacefully for the last few moments of his life. What is happening in Karbala tonight, my dear brothers? Umar ibn Sa'd ordered for his soldiers to light all the tents on fire. He came in, he said, "Uhruqu buyut al-zalimin." Light the tents on fire. The daughters of Rasulullah, the daughters of Imam Hussein started running from tent to another tent. As soon as they went to another tent, that tent also lit on fire. All the tents lit on fire until they all gathered in the tent of Imam Zayn al-Abidin. Tonight was a difficult night for Sayyidah Zainab. Tonight she had to gather all the women, all the children. She had to gather all the orphans, make sure that they're all there. Make sure that they're all safe. Imam Hussein had told her to watch out for the kids. He had told her to watch out for his orphans and his children. Tonight was a difficult task. Imagine a woman that lost her brothers, that lost her sons, and lost her nephews, and she's confronted with a vicious, barbaric army, and now she has to look after the children. Imagine, what a night. What a night for Zainab alayhi salam. On a night like this, some mercy was put in the heart of Umar ibn Sa'd. He ordered his army to bring the children some water. Finally, after the battle, after all the men had died, Umar ibn Sa'd ordered for some water for the children. He said, take them water. The army soldiers, they came, approached the children with water, but they noticed that none of the children approached to take water. None of them. They kept on saying, كيف نشرب الماء وقد قتلتم أبونا عطشانا. How do you expect us to drink water when our father died thirsty? Hamid ibn Muslim says that none of the children accepted to drink water except a little young girl. Except a small little girl. She came and she took a cup of water. He said, we all looked, we were shocked, we were amazed. How can this None drank. They all refused to drink except this little girl. He said, we kept on looking at her. We wanted to see what will she do. He said she took the cup of water and she ran inside the battlefield. She started going from body to body, looking, searching for a specific body until she found that headless body, that stripped body. She sat next to that body and she said, Aba ya Hussein, qum washrab al-ma. شلون اشرب لذيذ الماي حاشا وقوم قضوا كلهم عطاشا. Until Imam Zayn al-Abidin alayhi salam ordered the women and children to take the water. So they took the water and they drank. But their hearts with their father, Imam Hussein, who died thirsty without water. Sayyidah Zainab was gathering the women. She was gathering the children. She had a countdown. She would count each and every single one of them. But she noticed that there was someone missing. Someone was missing. She counted the children, they were all there. She counted the women, they were all there. But there was one woman missing. Who is that woman? That woman was Rabab. Rabab was missing. She's not in the tent. Where is Rabab? Is Rabab in the battleground? Where is Rabab? Finally, Sayyidah Zainab, remember, there's a possible place where Rabab could be sitting. She went behind the tent next to a very small grave, the grave of Abdullah, and indeed she saw Rabab sitting over that grave. She heard Rabab whispering something, but what is it that she's saying? Sayyidah Zainab got closer and she heard Rabab say, Abdullah, now I have milk, get up, let me breastfeed you. يا ابني يا عبد الله يا غالي أنا برباك سهرت الليالي. My son Abdullah, this is my first night without you. How can I sleep tonight without you, Ya Ali? Sayyidah Zainab Salamullahi alayha, tonight she prayed Salatul Layl. Zainab never neglected Salatul Layl, but tonight she had to pray Salatul Layl by sitting. She couldn't stand for Salatul Layl. She couldn't stand. She didn't have the power to stand. Umar bin Sa'd, on a night like this, he ordered his soldiers to go and cut the heads of the companions of Imam Hussein and gather the heads and put them on a spear. They began with the head of Imam Hussein. They went to the head of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, Ali al-Akbar, al-Qasim, to the companions one by one. They beheaded them and they brought the heads to Umar bin Sa'd. He said, put them on a spear. They counted the heads and they saw that there's only 72 heads, while those who died from the camp of Imam Hussein were 73. He said, count again. Count the amount of heads. Again they counted and there was only 72 heads. There was one head missing. He said, yes, that head is a very small head. Go back, go to the camp. There's a small grave. Dig that grave and bring me that small head. The head of Abdullah al-Rabi' was cut off and they brought him and they put him on a spear. What sort of barbarians were these? As for the head of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, this head was given by Khuwalla. This head was taken by Khuwalla, by Umar bin Sa'd. He gave it to Khuwalla and he said, tonight go to Kufa, go to the house of the governor, go to Ubaidillah ibn Ziyad and say that this is a gift from Umar bin Sa'd. I brought you the head of Imam Hussein. Khuwalla, this barbarian, this vicious barbarian, puts the head of Imam Hussein in a bag and he rides his horse and he goes quickly to Kufa. He arrives the governor's home. He arrives the home of Ubaidillah ibn Ziyad. They tell him, Ubaidillah is sleeping, come back in the morning. He said, but I have a gift for him. They said, come back in the morning. Khuwalla comes back home. He comes to his wife, she greets him. He says, I brought you a great gift. Gift? What is the gift that you brought? He said, I brought you the gift of the grandson of Rasulullah. She said, shame on you. Men that go and travel, they come back with gold and silver, but you bring me the head of the son of Fatima al-Zahra. Shame on you, Ya Khuwalla. The wife of Khuwalla that night did not sleep in the same room with Khuwalla. She abandoned him. She said that the one who brings the head of the son of Fatima, I will never sit under the same roof with him. That night Khuwalla slept in another room. She wakes up in the middle of the night to pray Salatul Layl. All of a sudden she sees a light beaming from the sky into her house. But where inside the house? Khuwalla had put the head of Imam Hussein in the tanur, in a place where they would cook. That's where he had put the head of Imam Hussein. She saw a light beaming from the sky to her house. She went towards that light and she heard a voice. But it wasn't the voice of a man, it was the voice of a woman. Rather, it was the voice of a mother. The voice of a mother saying something. But what is it that she was saying? She heard a mother saying, Waladi qataluk. My son, they killed you. Waladi qataluk wa ma arafuk. وَمِنَ الْمَاءِ مَنَعُوكَ. My son, they killed you and they didn't even know you. And from drinking water, they forbid you. أَنَا الْوَالْدَ وَالْقَلْبِ الْأَغْفَانِ وَدَوِّرْ عَزَبْني وين ما كان فاطم لو خلت الحسين مجدلا وقد مات عطشانا بشط فراتي. صلوا على محمد وآله.